And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with Keith Fustel. Let's start today's show by congratulating our main man, Hammy Smith, on career win number 2,000 yesterday. A big show to get to today, but let's talk about Hambone yesterday. Did it with Sweet Home Dixie for his brother, Gory Smith, the owner and breeder of Sweet Home Dixie, a South Carolina bred, where Hammy's from down there in Ellery, South Carolina. And Sweet Home Dixie by Duntalkin, a horse Hammy trained, won the Illinois Derby with, went to the Kentucky Derby with. So good to see Hammy Smith. He's had a long, successful career here in Maryland. You know him well. You know the whole operation well down there at the Ellery Training Center. You call the races down there. I grew up going to the races down there. My dad called the races down there. I called them one year, and they've had a powerful machine for about 30 since the 80s here, sending up young horses and having a lot of success with them.
And what an advantage to have that as well. A place
Sure.
where the horse needs a little break, and you change it up a little bit, get down to some warmer weather, get their minds clear, get healthy again. The whole team down there and everybody. I know he's got his group up here, but, it really does start down there.
Yeah,
a lot of those horses get their beginnings, or they're as yearlings, 2-year-olds, and they bring them up and, pass them along to Hammy, from Gory to Hammy, and they just get the job done. I know Bobo down there in the jocks room, very influential, have been a big part of it for a long, long time. So congrats to the whole team down there, the whole Smith team down in Ellery and up here at Laurel Park.
All right, so congratulate Bobo. He's been with them since he was a young teenager down there in South Carolina. So, all right, so Hambone, he's got some live runners in today. He's one of our top trainers here in Maryland. Congratulations to the whole Hammy Smith operation. So let's recap the Stronach 5 yesterday. I bounced to the moon yesterday, gave out a winning ticket last week for almost $1,200. My on-air ticket tanked yesterday, and I put 384 in, and I was out the first leg with Carlos Mencia. Let's check out the prices. I thought it would pay well, and it did pay well. It was a tough sequence to have. Paid almost $26,000. Now let's talk about the first leg. That was our feature of the day yesterday. Big handle in race 8. We had a lot of national attention on race 8 here at Laurel yesterday, and factored in, slipped away at 9-2. A nice $11 horse knocked me out. I was 4 deep in there. Cerulean Springs is a frustrating horse. Always comes running late on the left lead, laying in. And then Marco Island. I don't know what happened to Marco Island. And Showalter looked like he was getting a nice trip on the drop. He didn't fire, and Charging Storm didn't run very well. So my closest shot was Cerulean Springs, but that horse just likes to be second. But factored in, I was 4 deep, didn't have. I guess if you're 560, you have to have factor it in on your ticket. I didn't have it, but nice ride by Fergal Lynch. The Carlos Mencia barn been on a roll ever since they won 2 races on Thanksgiving Day here at Laurel.
It's just the trend continues. He's got a live horse today, a horse that's going to be probably favored. I did not expect that horse to be. I thought 6-1 was about right. I was surprised it took as much money, got the job done at 11-20. You string a couple. Look at this, 9-2s to about 6-1, topping out. Not impossible. Okay, when you're looking at the whole scheme of things, there wasn't really a bomb in there, but 25,000 gets it done. So wow.
I gave out the $13 horse at Santa Anita in leg B. Now, leg C, the on-air ticket and the ticket I played, I didn't have. I was singling on Blue It. I also like the Lemon Drop Kid horse in there. But Paco Lopez won it on a nice $14 horse. He won it on Ecabar for Navarro. Yeah. Navarro. Every time I don't bet Navarro, he wins. And when I bet him, he loses like 30%, 70% of the time.
That's like me and Ness.
Now, the Golden Gate race was tough. I was 3 deep on my ticket, wasn't close. Initially, I was 5 deep when I first looked at Golden Gate, and still wouldn't have had the $12 horse at Golden Gate, and I had the $13 horse at Gulfstream on the ticket I played. But you string those kind of winners together 5 in a row. It's tough, a lot tougher than you think.
Yeah,
I put almost 400 in. I was out the first leg.
Whew. Man, I don't like that.
tough beat. We're
Yeah.
going to bounce right back today.
Yeah, that's like hitting to the mat. That's like getting through the first minute with Tyson. Maybe he didn't quite make it. Hopefully, you're going to lose your competition next time out, huh?
Nobody cares. Work harder. We'll try to fire away today. I like both pick fives today here at Laurel Park. So, all right, let's show you. We have a nice little carryover growing in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. There it is, over 4,000. That's going to start race 3 today. Tim Tulloch has a ticket for that. You can study his ticket right now. All of our tickets and plays for today on the website, laurelpark.com. There's a nice press release that went out yesterday about Hammy Smith, career win 2,000. A nice press release that went out about all the nominations for next Saturday. We'll get to next Saturday in a second. So check out all the latest Maryland racing news on the website, laurelpark.com. So nice pick 6 carryover. Today is also a big day for the Baltimore Ravens. We're prime time tonight. You can watch all the NFL playoff action right here at Laurel Park in the sports book on that 75-foot LED wall. Grab a couch and watch it on that monster TV. It's like 25 yards on a football field. The Ravens play tonight. That game will be on in the sports book. They're the 8 o'clock game. What time's the first game start?
I think it's around 3.
Around 3? Okay.
In that range, what do we've got? Minnesota and San Fran, I think, kicks you off today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then both games tomorrow as well in the sports book. So that place is going to be jumping this weekend here at Laurel Park, watching all the playoff action and simulcast action from around the country in the sports book. Sam will be up there. You'll have some food and drink specials. So check out the sports book this weekend here at Laurel Park. I mentioned next Saturday, we're just a week away from another Super Stake Saturday here at Laurel Park. 4 stake races. The nominations are out. Check them out on our website, laurelpark.com, or on Equibase. There they are, 4 big stake races next Saturday. The Fireplug's going to attract some of the top sprinters from the East Coast in that race.
Absolutely. Year after year, it's a very good horse race. The Jennings, all of them, solid stakes, wrapping it together, 4 of them on one day. Somebody told me, is Always Mining maybe possible for Jennings? I thought.
Probably nominated. He's Maryland bred.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that afternoon of racing, some good competitive racing. We've got a tricky little card on tap, though, today.
I'll have to go back and double-check all those nominations.
Sure.
I didn't get a chance to check them yesterday after the $400 knockout punch. But here we go. Let's take a look at our main track today. It's a nice fast track today. There you go. Perfect fair playing track. And how about the weather today? The weather's going to get up in the 60s today. All right, there the track looks perfect in the 60s, a little cloud. So some balmy wintertime weather here this afternoon at Laurel Park.
Yeah, just kind of not used to seeing this kind of weather, right? Almost to the middle of January, but we will take it, no doubt about it. I'm sure the fans, as long as that rain stays away tonight down at M&T Bank, they'll be comfortable.
You going to the game?
I am not. I'm going to be hunkered down either at the house or the neighbors, and good enjoying a couple little beverages
TV.
and watching the game, and hopefully the Ravens get it done.
See Lamar Jackson put on a show. So here we go. Let's try to give you some winners this afternoon. Race 1 is going to kick off the rolling super high 5. Little carryover in that 266. That bet features a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. And then also race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. Mandatory payout on the early pick 5. Industry low 12% takeout. I have a ticket today for both pick 5s. Let's check them out. $32 play. I'm 4 deep here in race 1. I have the 2, 5, 7, 8. Maybe I can get a little price with the 7, Baby Boy, 6-1, first-time starter for trainer Brittany Russell with Sheldon Russell aboard. So maybe I'll get a price here in the first leg. My single comes in race 5. Race 5's a nice starter allowance going a mile. My best bet of the day, the 3, Ben and Joe, 9-2. First off the claim for trainer Hugh McMahon, a 4-year-old by Al Padrino, is going to get Katie Davis to ride today. So I'll single on the 3, Ben and Joe, at a nice price there in race 5. Let's see if I can get live here in the open. And we're going a flat mile maiden claiming 16,000 4 straight 3-year-olds. We have a video spotlight of the 2 final proof for Dale Capuano. Sharp effort last out December 20th. Let's show you that race from December 20th. I have the 2 final proof on top today. Here he is in the stretch.
Caught in a duel around the turn, and you see walk away Joe there for for Hammy, the familiar silks, right? And Gorey, and
Sure.
looks like he's just going to go on easily to victory. But I tell you, Final Proof finds even more. He's going to be able to alter out to the outside to the final 16th of a mile and gain a little bit. Switched over that left lead, but very determined through the final 16th of a mile was Final Proof. Back at the mile distance today, he didn't really go that fast last time. He's got some speed. The track was a little bit on the slower side, but I think he's going to be forward. But I think he's showing that last little burst late after trouble in mid-stretch. I think he's got a rating gear because I know Top Hat Trees is going to be fairly close to the lead. You got Bourbon and Go-Go might go, but I tell you, I think Final Proof, if he needs to, he can sit just off of it. But he's going to be around a long, long time here for Dale Cap.
All right, so we both have the 2 on top here. Final Proof with the bug. Avery Wisman. Avery's live on a couple today, and Dale's live with a couple today. So we both have the 2 on top. We both like the 5 here. The 5 Top Hat Trees, and we use in the exacta Caramanos. First off, the claim for Ferris. The 9 I didn't use. You have a 12-1 shot there in your exacta. And Javion Toledo had that nice long shot winner yesterday. Long Point Beach for my man Mike Matisse and Lacey Gaudet, or wire to wire on a sealed track.
How'd that horse go off and pay that kind of number? It's like $27.
Big
they bet the Claudio to the inside a lot. That was. I think I had Long Point Beach maybe 9-2 or 5 or 6-1 on the line.
Horse took a lot of money.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that horse. But ludicrous mode. I mean, and also a great quest, I should say, is going to be part of that speed to 3 horse Susan Kuhn. That's who Final Proof dealt with last time on the front end, but. It countered a little bit of trouble into the lane. Was making an okay move, 4 and 5 wide. Was stalled a little bit, then flattened out. Just experience, third race, third start at a mile. Might bring a little bit of a finish if things get hot and heavy on the front end. Just looking for that kind of blow up to help your exactas and trifectas. And Icy Dude, Linda Rice, I'm going to throw into the mix. She got a phenomenal record. The stat was like something like 45% with maiden claimers on the dirt at Laurel the last couple years.
All right, and she gets Alex Centron to ride to 6. We both have the 2 Final Proof on top. Big 9-horse field to kick off the early pick 5. I'm 4 deep there in the opener. You like the early pick 4. That's going to start in race 2. Let's check out your ticket, see how you play it.
Here it is. You think I'm confused in race number 2? Absolutely. 6 horses. I can make a case for everybody. That's why we have that button on that machine, Stan.
Sure.
It's called all.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to hit it sometimes. Third race, the 3, 4, and 8, Lucid Dream. It's going to be the favorite in there. Quality Matters, first off of a claim off of a dismal effort, might give you a little bit of hidden value there with the bug. And I'll throw in Lucky Jr., stretching back out. Fourth race, we're going to pare it down a little bit. Key scratching there, the 3, Ridgemont High. That leaves me with the 2 and the 8. Fifth race, 2 and 3, Galatians at a shot at a price. I might have them lined a little high. Time to have the total on that one. And Ben and Joe, I agree with you. First off the claim, a very sharp return, Stan, with the blinkers on, going that route of ground.
All right, so a $36 play. Early pick 4 starts race 2. Let's take a look. We're going a flat mile, claiming 8,004 and up. Wide open 8,000 claimer here. I'll go with the price play of the day. Well, let's start with the 2. You like the 2, Caladan. Caladan, one of your favorites here. 2-1 morning line for Dale Capuano. Dale and the bug, Avery Wisman. They might take the early daily double. We both used a 2. You have a stat here for trainer Dale Capuano in Caladan.
And this claim really hasn't panned out as of yet, and a little bit of a desperation move here, I believe. The blinkers going back on, kind of throwing the darts now, just trying to hope something really clicks with this horse. But Dale on this type of move, it's been pretty good. On the last 2 years on the dirt at Laurel, it's 4 for 12. That's 33% and 8 for 12 in the money with this kind of tag drop with an ROI. It's a good one of $3. The horse has been making some moves, a little flattening of late. Maybe this drop down from 16 to 8 gets the job done. But I think this is absolutely wide open race. A couple horses come out of the Earned It race. Causey's Western, Sir Brahms got heated up on the front end. Monkey's Medal didn't quite bring the run at the mile and a 16th distance. He might just bring it today back at the 1-turn mile. I think of late he might be a little bit better suited to this distance. A grinded out, maybe kind of victory because I Idolize You brings. He's kind of the X factor, this 5 horse for Ricardo D'Angelo. I might have him lined too low at 5-2, but improved speed comes out of some quicker internals, early internals. I think he's going to be forward. And Causey's Western went back to the early tactics last time where he's been rated the 2 starts prior. So, tricky little race to kind of envision. Monkey's Medal, the Ovet at 9. Maybe he can just kind of wear him down late.
All right, so you hit the all button.
Yeah.
That's why I go with the 5-1 shot on top. Katie Davis rides the 3 Cuzzies Western. Now, Cuzzies Western, a nice rally to win against Open Nickel Company going a mile early November, then a good second against Open 8. I don't know what he was doing going to the front last out.
Yeah.
That's not what he wants to do. He wants to come from off the pace. Don't change the 8-year-old now, please. Let him run his style. So now Katie Davis will take a shot with him today. So I go with the 3 Cuzzies Western on top.
Yeah, and that's the whole tricky thing. Is he going to go back to the rating tactics? You go back on the page, on the further back, he was a kind of a forward type of horse. And then you got Sir Brahms, who's going to be lurking outside with a move to Cintron today, going to go back to a veteran type of rider. But, you know, that opening quarter is going to be interesting because if I Idolize You gets loose and relaxes, I mean, here's a horse, granted, he's never gone this far, but he did widen at 7/8. Okay, so, you know, you widen at 7/8, you might be able to sneak away at a mile. So tricky little race, no doubt about it. Race number 2.
All right, so a nice open 8,000 there in the second. Let's turn the page. The Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 3. The carryover's getting up there. We're over 4,000 today for the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Tim Tulloch, he's going to have a ticket for it. Let's take a look real quick, see how he plays it. There we go, $48.60 play. He's 3 deep in races 3 through 7.
Look at that, yep.
Let's check out his single there in the finale today. That's race 8. It's a maiden race, I think. Right?
Oh, yeah, leading man.
10, 5.5. He singles on Hammy Smith, Trevor McCarthy with the 4 leading man. Your favored. I have leading man on top. We have a video spotlight of leading man when we get to race 8. So let's say he's 3-8-9 here in race 3 to kick off the pick 6. So $4,000 carryover today. You can study Tim's tickets some more on the website, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. Here we go, race 3. We're going a mile, claiming $5,004 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. And I go with Carlos Mancia, the hot barn. And this he's done well for this new owner, Michael Sheffries. I met him at the holiday parties. He's got some nice horses with Carlos. Jorge Riaz will ride. This horse taking a dropping class today. That's why I pick him on top. 2-time winner right here at Laurel Park.
You got Ruiz today, right, Stan? And looking at it, you know, attack mode here. Here's a trainer. You can't stop him. You just try to contain him of late, right?
Sure.
Carlos Mancia, the way he's been running, he's up against the right kind of horses. Overland trips the last 2. I just think he needs to save a little bit of ground, and he'll be able to make a move somewhere from just off the pace. Not a ton of true flow when you really look at this race. You know, Blue Danube will probably go out to the front, but he's been in some races, Lucid Dream with some pretty quick fractions. I don't think he's going to be too far back. He should definitely have them in their sights by the time they hit the top of the stretch.
All right, so we both have a cold 3-4 on top here. The 4 Lucky Jr. for Hammy Smith. Good second at this level. Last out going 5.5. Rallied from way back to get up for second. So looks like he should like to stretch out to back out to a mile. He's over 3 at the distance, but he's a different 4-year-old now. He's getting more mature. So now it looks like now he wants to go longer. So we both use the 4 Lucky Jr. and the 8 here on the outside. We both like Quality Matters.
Yeah.
First off the claim here for Farrier, and you get 10 pounds off with the Bugs. Charlie Marquez had his first career win a couple days ago here. Farrier's been red hot recently. First off the claim.
Yeah, they're just going to stay right there, waited the time, and going to run back for the nickel. And just a dismal try last time. That's all you can say. The 2-back try worked. Something like a lower 60's probably going to get it done. With that dirtied up race, last time you get away with running them for the nickel, the 2-back race was good. Tashion came back to win. Heroes Hope has run a couple big numbers off the claim by Farrier. Let's see if Quality Matters can follow suit and bounce back up off the mat. Awesome agenda. The one's going to be also part of this flow. But Lucid Dream, Lucky Jr., he's run an okay kind of a fig at this distance to get it done, progressing back out to a mile. Wants a little bit of flow up front because he does not have a whole lot of speed.
All right, so pick 6 action starts there in race 3. We both have the 3 Lucid Dream on top. Let's turn the page. Late pick 5, no carryover. They hit it yesterday for a little over 500. But as always, we feature that industry low 12% takeout on both the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Let's check out my ticket. I have a $16 ticket here for the late pick 5. I used a 2-8 here in the 4th. My single is going to be my best bet of the day. The 3 Ben and Joe might get a nice price there in race 5. Then I go 5-9 in the 6, 1-7 in race 7, and I'm 4 deep in the finale. That's a maiden 10, so I look for some coverage there.
Okay.
I go 2, 3, 4, 6. So it might be a little chalky late pick 5, so very affordable $16 ticket. Let's take a look here. I go 2-8 in race 4. We're going a mile, claiming 5,000. Philly mares 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months or never won 4. Scratch to 3, Ridgemont High, who was 5-2 morning line, so that's a big late scratch. And we both end up on the 8, Ravenel. We have a video spotlight. This 4-year-old daughter of Verrazano ran almost a lifetime best last out. A big win late December. Here we go.
Yeah, and this is the race we actually used yesterday, a video, a little repeat. Towson came right off of this to get the job done. Or was it 2 days ago? Was Towson?
No, Towson galloped yesterday.
It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, one easy.
Trying to keep everything straight. But Ravenel, the blinkers went back on, and a little bit of drop of class again for Dale Capuano. Just steady progression out in the center of the track. Gets the lead. Yeah, maybe a slight little hang late, wait for that competition, but is able to dig back in late and get this victory by a neck. They're clear of the rest by a few lengths. And I tell you, looking at this field, looks like Life in Flash, who was out of the same race, who was the beaten favorite, about 6-5, had some early trouble. Looks like the main threat. Claudio's horse coming back. That's a 2-horse with Victor Rizales, a cleaner trip, and back to one of those prior races. We'll put these horses pretty close. The rest, they're going to have to improve, no doubt about it, if they're going to make an impact.
Yeah, that was she's going to be a popular favorite. That was a sharp win. You saw Towson, who was dead game there. Towson came back yesterday, just won for fun by 3 or 4. So Ravenel's going to be a popular favorite here. We both have an 8-2 on top. The 2, Life and Flash, Claudio, and the Bug, Victor Rosales. They're 37% together. And this 4-year-old filly by declaration of war, she's won 2 of her last 3 right here at Laurel Park. Beaten favored last out, but had an excuse. Steadied at the half-mile pole, so she's going to have to try to get a better trip today.
No doubt. It had excuses. I think the speed's going to come from the rail. I don't know if the horse is going to be able to make the trip, but they're going to be chasing that one into the far turn, maybe around it. And then I think that the Ravenel and Life and Flash, they're going to assert themselves, probably turning for home.
How about the 5, Dear Charlotte? We both use. Going to get a big price on the 5, Dear Charlotte. Ricardo Chappie, good journeyman rider here for the wintertime. Rides for trainer Noah Abramson. This 6-year-old mare has been picking up checks her last few starts here at Laurel Park. She likes to pick up checks. She made $43,000 the hard way last year, running 14 times. She was in the money 8 out of 14, so a productive campaign for a bottom claimer.
Yeah, I think she's a horse that you can definitely complete maybe your try or sneak in there and help out with the exact. I don't know if she's going to win it. She's a trier. She tried last time, had some trouble, a little adversity, and kept on giving effort to the wire, and should be able to handle this. I just don't know if she can do it quite as quick as the top 2.
All right, so we both have the 8, Ravenel on top there. Race 4, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, nice starter allowance to kick off the late pick 4. That starts in race 5. We'll check it out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
Okay, welcome back. Late pick 4 starts race 5 today. We're going a flat mile, 25,000 starter allowance for 4-year-olds and upward. Never won 2 are the conditions. We both like the 3 here. Ben and Joe might get a decent price, 9-2. That'd be good enough for me. Katie Davis rides this Maryland bred 4-year-old by Al Padrino. A big effort last out. That was first time blinkers. That was back on the dirt. It was going turf to dirt, coming off the layoff. It was for 16,000 2 life. He's stepping up to the tougher company today, but got a big number, 68 buyer coming off the layoff. Now first off the claim for Hugh McMahon. Hugh and Katie Davis, they're about 21% together from a big sample, so they do a lot of winning together. We both like the 3, Ben and Joe here.
Yeah, Connections went in and grabbed the Maryland bred. The blinkers went on off of the layoff. I thought those would be a little bit closer, but was content to settle well back and made a good sustained run. Little issue with drifting in near mid-stretch, but I tell you, out of that race, Tappahannock came back and ran pretty well, Stan. Ran a 69 buyer and a 25-3 in life. Okay, this is a 2 in life, so the figures work. The company certainly works. Ben and Joe, they like something about this horse, and they are protecting this afternoon. So I'm going to use that horse definitely into the mix. I like Galatians here for Damon Delodovico. Probably got this horse lined too high at 12. That last race, not really much at all. The blinkers went on. Plenty of time to regroup since that July effort. And I tell you, this move, allowance to claiming for a tag here for Damon last few years. How about this? 6 for 14. 43% with an ROI of $4. I think Galatians is laying in the weeds. Might not get 12. I'll take 6 or 8. But
sure.
I thought this was a really difficult race to line. I didn't see a whole lot of separation. I know the one thing, the 9 is going to make everybody work. Going to the lead has never been off the board, on the dirt. Tactical speed at a mile, and definitely has some heart.
Yeah, you'll get a big price there on the 2. I couldn't get to the 2 Galatians. It's too tough of a race coming off the layoff. So you have a nice big exacta there, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Either way, that would be a big exacta. The 9 though is going to be one of the favorites. You're getting 5 pounds off. Going to the lead, it's going to be forwardly placed on the outside for trainer Charlie Elfrock and the Bug Avery Wisman. Yeah, this filly Gelding, 4-year-old Gelding by Redeem, in very good form. Hasn't been off the board except the turf try on Maryland Million Day. So yeah, he'll take a lot of play, and he's going to be tough.
And this is interesting, and monitor the track. We'll be up to the 5th race with this warmer weather. We saw it the other day. Sometimes the moisture just seeps out a little bit, and if this track does change, the bottom side, the mare lead time, she was 4 for 11 on an off track, so that might even move up going to the lead. So keep abreast of that situation. So 2-3-9-1 for me, Stan, in the 5th.
Well, let's turn the page here. Race 6, big feature of the day to kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon. We're going 6.5 furlongs. A nice second level allowance condition, optional claiming $35,000 for filly and mares 4 and up. This is the filly and mare version of yesterday's Stronach 5 race that factored in one for Carlos Mencia. This is a nice addition here for the filly and mares. Let's start with the 9, my top pick. Let's start with the 5. The 5's the morning line favorite. I picked the 9 on top, my star potential. But let's start with the 5, Blue Eyed Girl. It's won 2 in a row for Marcus Zuleta, 4-year-old daughter, Super Saver. She's won 3 of her last 4. Let's show you the win early September up there at Parks against Starter Allowance Company.
Yeah, she's just fallen in love with Parks. Could that be the key? Because look at this change in this filly since being claimed and being based at Parks. She's got a turn of foot. She can come from just off of it if necessarily. We're going to see it this time, and she just absolutely jogs this afternoon. And man, Marcus Zuleta, the one thing, we've kind of been a little bit hard on him when he's brought horses down there. I think he's still under about 10%. But this filly looks like she's in such sharp form, she might be able to just carry the form from Parks to here. Absolutely thriving right now. I don't think she necessarily needs to lead. My Star Potential, the same thing last time, Stan. She got out in front, went quick, but she relaxed on the lead. She was a little bit of a bad actor at the gate. I think it was a gate scratch recently. She's come back to work very well since. These two, they might emerge, the 5 and the 9, in their own little match race around the turn. And at 6.5, maybe that's going to get them a little bit late, but I'll take a slight edge with the 5. If anybody's going to maybe pick up the pieces, and I think you're thinking the same thing, off time, but the nth degree, I should say, is a horse that wants a little flow up front. I think she's going to get it, and she looks like the one that has a legitimate late kick in this race.
All right, the 1 and the 2, they're going to be bogged down there on the inside. I use them both. The 5's the legitimate favorite here with Alex Cintron, but a first start today here at Laurel Park. Has to bring that form down from Parks. Why leave Parks when you're in that good of form up there? Maybe they're on a break or something.
Couldn't find a race. Couldn't get a race to go or something.
Sure. So they end up down here. So she's got to bring that form down here. Her first start at Laurel Park. I go with the hometown filly on top here. The 9, My Star Potential, the Maryland bred by Tri-Tap for Claudio Gonzalez. She won the Maryland Million last year as a 2-year-old and needed a long break, and the 3-year-old debut last June didn't go well, needed another break. But the race November 10th, that was a sharp win against First Level Allowance Company. The buyer's only a 73. That's not as good as the favorite Blue Eyed Girl, but I think she moves forward today, making her 4-year-old debut. You're getting 5 pounds off with the Bug Victor Rosales, so she only has to carry 115. the favorite here. The 5 Blue-Eyed Girls going to be carrying 123. So I'm getting 8 pounds from the favorite here. And I just think the bug, Victor Rosales, he doesn't have to go to the front. He can just hit a nice stalking trip. The 2 Firth has some speed. Obviously, the 5 Blue-Eyed Girls. So the 9 My Star Potential and the bug can dictate the early pace, I think, from the outside. He can do whatever he wants. If they're going slow, he can step on the gas, or if they're going fast, he can just get a nice stalking. She won't be too far back.
No,
and I think she'll be sitting second or third, and she's getting 8 pounds from the 5.
Well, I think, if you look at her races, she does great on the front end. And they went awfully quick last time, and she relaxed mid-turn. I mean, a horse came to her, and she says, no, I'll see you later. 5.5 back out to 6.5 off a little bit of a break. But she showed a lot of talent at 2. She ran fast at 2. So you got to project a little bit, and she's moved up a little bit to a 73 top. She might have some more in the tank, Stan. So we're in for a really good little horse race here. Some filly and mares that has some potential. 5-1-9-2 for me. Firth down inside. What kind of trip is she going to get into this kind of flow? This is going to be a test. But man, Kieran's got her going great guns right now.
All right, so we like the same filly and mares there. Race 6 feature of the day. Another nice allowance race for you here. Race 7 to kick off the late daily double. We're going a flat mile first level allowance for 3-year-olds. Optional claiming 62,000. I go with the 1 on top. You have the 2 on top. I didn't use the 2. 8-1 here on Rock the Comet. We have a video spotlight of his last win late December right here at Laurel. Maiden 40. It was in for the waiver. It's a well-bred, Maryland bred by El Padrino. Here's the start last out.
Yeah, you saw that. Steadied back at the break, in tight. We'll watch this one more time. A little lean in, and the horse to the inside comes out a little bit, forcing Rosales to steady. Take up pretty sharply there at the break. But I tell you, this horse is going to recover. Second time out for Gary Cap. We know that angle. You got almost 15-1 this day, Stan. This horse is able to sustain 6 or 7 out of it. Still there mid-turn under the right-handed stick. But we're going to see this horse gobble up some ground in the stretch, and right about the 3/16 pole, tries to switch sticks. Oops. Fumble. We don't want to see any of that tonight, and goes to a little bit of the left-handed, its own left-handed work there. But sustains nicely to grab command, go away by a length and a half. Charm City Bandit came back and ran okay out of that race. So Rock the Comet, maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, but and looking at a breeding, maybe it is a little bit more of a sprint lane. I'm going to take a shot at a price. You're going to give me 8-1 on Gary Cap. Gary's got 2 in here. They're both coming off maiden victories. A little stat. He's 1 for 13 with the 3-year-olds off of a maiden win the last couple of years on the dirt, but 8 for 13 in the money. Not a lot of winning, but they're hitting the board. So probably both of them are alive in here. But favoritism, I believe, is going to go to the 1 pitching Ari.
All right, so I have the 1 on top. You have an 8-1 shot on top there. You have the 1 pitching Ari, a big win last out. First off the claim for Claudio. Looks like another nice claim here for Claudio. J.D. Acosta back aboard. J.D. and Claudio recently 5 for 10 with a positive ROI. So, yeah, Victor goes to the other Gary Cap horse, the 4 tapping the glass, who we both use. Nice allowance race here in race 7 to kick off the late double. Let's take a look here at race 8. It's Quinella time. In the finale with that low 10% takeout, we have the Quinella every day, last live race. There we go, 10% takeout on the Quinella, last live race every racing day. Let's take a look at race 8, going 5.5, maiden claiming 10,004 and up. Hammy Smith looking for a career win, 2001. He has the favorite here with the 4 leading man, Trevor McCarthy, to ride his homebred for his brother, Gory Smith. Let's show you the race. Last out, late December, 7 furlongs against maiden 10. Here he is in between horses going around the far turn.
Yeah,
tough spot.
Yeah,
there.
Tough little trip. The 10 horse already had steadied. I'm going to pick that up at about the half-mile marker. It's just trying to sit just inside off of this it's going to be like a 3 or 4-way contested pace to the quarter pole. And Trevor just really can't find the proper seam. You're going to follow this out. They're dueling on the front end, looking for room. It's going to close up there as the 6 lays in a little bit. 2 kind of holds position, has to check, leaving mid-stretch. Now watch this late. Watch the effort late. Coming to the wire, just well within itself.
Still trying.
Just gaining easily, stand in hand. Just needs a clear trip. Got the sharp comment Bill gave it, even with all that trouble. Sharp. I like him off of that. Horses came out of there to run okay. Leading man, probably 9-5. It might be about 7-5 when it's all said and done.
All right, so we both have the favorite on top here. We both like the 3 as well. Carthage for Dove Houghton. Sheldon Russell rides this 4-year-old by Justin Phillip. A decent effort last out from 8 and 12-5 up there at Penn. That was third back off the layoff, so Dove's got this horse in good form. He has some early speed, and you get a top rider with Sheldon Russell. He's third behind the next out winner for the 3 Carthage last out. We both used the 3.
Yeah, back out on the dirt. Is going to have to deal maybe with some speed again to the inside with egregious prompt that horse. And leading man, though, he's probably going to be licking his chops. As Pate Holiday also likes to go out early. I think you're going to see the same kind of trip that Sweet Home Dixie got yesterday. That 3-prong duel developed around the turn, the sweeping move. You might just get that in today's final race.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. Big 8-race program. Nice carryover. Over 4,000 in that Rainbow Pick 6. That starts in race 3. Get on up to the sports book. Grab your table or couch now. Watch all the action on that big 75-foot LED wall. Of course, all the simulcast action from around the country and all the NFL playoff action right there in the sports book this weekend. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.